Hey, what's going on everybody? It is Strive Casual and welcome to another Marvel Rivals video. Today we're going to be talking about the Vanguards. We're going to go over the patches and then I think I'll give my thoughts at the end and that'll be it. We'll make this one quick. Alrighty, so first on the list, Captain America. He can now use his shield in midair. They increased his Vibranium Energy Saw's projectile speed from 60 meters per second to 80 meters per second, and Ricochet's ramp up from 100 meters per second to 150 meters per second. Reduced the energy cost of Freedom Charge, his ultimate, from 3100 to 2800. Enhanced Captain America's combat experience by separating Sentinel Strike from melee attacks. Captain America will be able to use melee attacks while his shield is thrown or during the team-up ability Charged Aegis state to activate the first 2 hits of Sentinel Strike. Additionally, while airborne, using melee attacks will no longer trigger the Super Soldier Slam ability. So, for that last paragraph, they are now separating his shield hits from melee hits. I think that's how I read it. If it's anything different, we'll see later and maybe I'll change it up. I'll change the video up or something like that. We could talk about it. But as far as I'm concerned, they're kind of breaking up his kit a little bit and allowing him to fight a little bit harder, separating the shield from the melees and being able to keep his kit up and making him more relevant. So that is fantastic. 650 to 600. Nothing else has changed with him, but he's Doctor Strange. If you played against him, you already know he's always a threat. And it'll make it a little bit easier to handle him now with his base health going down. For Groot, they're increasing the distance that you can use his Thorn Lash walls. So if you play on PC, it's his shift. I don't know what it is on console. I don't use a controller, sorry. The Thorn Lash wall placement now is going further to 18 meters instead of the base 15 meters from before. So now you can get that last second wall off or stop people from walking away. Because I know a lot of times for me, you know, I play Groot a lot in comp, and you'll see that a lot of the times when I'm putting up a wall, if somebody's mid backstep or something like that, they just go right over my wall and I push them over. So it'll be nice to have that little extra space of breathing room. For Magneto, he's getting a buff and a nerf, so really just a balancing. They increased his primary fire from 35 damage to 40, and they're increasing his Metallic Curtain's energy consumption from 50 to 65, and reducing its maximum duration from 2 seconds to 1.5 seconds. So that big rectangle shield that he puts up that eats everything, that is getting changed a little bit. He's not using his shield as often, but now he's using his primary more often because it's more powerful. I agree with the change. I don't think Magneto has enough presence in terms of just combat power, so it's really nice to see that they're changing that. Now the one I'm most excited for, Thor. Removing the shared cooldown time after the duration of Awakening Rune ends. So, when you use Awakening Rune, Thor's F, after he changes, uses it, and it goes away, every other ability goes on cooldown for the full duration of Awakening Rune's cooldown. Now they're changing that. They're removing that. So now you can actually use your abilities again after coming out of Awakening. I have been begging for something like that. I love Thor. He has the most playtime on my account. I play him the most out of any Vanguard, but I don't feel like I can play him in comp because he just does not have enough breathing room for making mistakes. If you make mistakes on Thor, you get cooked. If you don't make mistakes on Thor, sometimes you still get cooked. It's hard to play him, and not for the right reasons, if you know what I mean. It's not a skill gap thing. It's just the fact that almost every other hero has the ability to use their whole kit whenever they want, and the punishment for them comes from using everything and not having anything left. But for Thor, you just go on cooldown every time. No matter what the ability is, it all goes on cooldown after Awakening Rune. So removing that is fantastic, and I definitely agree with that. Lastly, we have Venom. His drop down ability, his F, his slam from the skies, the frenzied arrival ability will now pull people in instead of knocking them up. So fantastic CC ability. I like that change. Gives him a little bit more breathing room to poke in the back, engage enemies, and provide some CC for the team that's meaningful, not just a little pop-up. And also, for his ultimate ability, They're reducing the cooldown from 2800, or the energy consumption from 2800 to 2500. So like I was saying before, Captain America's ultimate is now brought down to what Venom's ultimate was before, and Venom's ultimate is getting even lower. So fantastic. Alrighty guys, well that was the quick rundown of the Vanguards. In my opinion, I feel like this is great. I love the changes. I'm glad that they're making these changes. That just provides so much more relevance. And I like the fact that they didn't really mess with Hulk or Penny at all. Like I've said before, I think Penny's in a weird spot. Her kit just functions differently than everybody else. Like, so much more differently than everybody else that I really don't know what I would do to balance her out. I think she's fine. Her primary fire is great. Her minefields are great. Her utility is fantastic. The amount of CC that she provides with her right click, being able to web up enemies over and over and over again, it's fantastic. Her ultimate is great pressure, great area denial. Penny's fine. And same thing with Hulk. I mean, Hulk is so good that he gets banned every game. He is a threat, and it's usually because the other Vanguards don't provide the same threat that he provides. So it's fantastic that we're getting these changes to be able to combat him. And man, as a Vanguard main myself, I am extremely excited to play on this this new patch when the season split comes. If you're looking out for it, it'll be on the 21st of Friday. You're gonna have to look up the times because it's different for everybody, and to be honest, I still cannot figure out my time zone. Every time I look it up, I feel like it's something different. It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna be on playing the game anyways when it comes out, so we'll look at that when it gets there. Like if you liked the video, or if I helped you out at all. Remember to subscribe if you want notifications on when I stream or when I post a new video. And yeah, that's it guys. I really appreciate you guys' time, and I will see you in the fray. Peace out.